What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about if the PS5 has already beaten the Xbox Series X. Now, here's where I'm going with this, okay? It's based off of a story that came out late last week and even over the weekend when it came to Sony's part of it, of what to expect, basically, with the exclusives for next-generation consoles. And the thing Microsoft said is that their next console, right, their Xbox Series X console, for exclusives at least, which you can only look at that, I guess, as their own, their first-party games. But it has ramifications that we can talk about later, that they are not going to have any exclusives for their next-generation console that isn't also on their current gen. Okay, so I think I said that about as clearly as I possibly can. It basically means, say a game like Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is going to come out on Series X. Yeah, Gears 6, whatever, name your Xbox exclusive. It would come out on the next generation console Xbox, the Xbox Series X, as well as Xbox One. And that's going to be the case for the first year or two. So I'm gonna honestly assume, because they said 2, that it's going to be 2 full years. Okay, I have a lot of problems with that, but let's get to Sony's part of it, and then we'll discuss the whole thing. Sony, rumor has it, and it's only a rumor, that's why this video, it's just a discussion video, okay? It's just me talking about my opinion, so don't get too mad at anything I'm saying. Rumor has it, Sony said that there's going to be PS5 exclusives, like literally games only for the PS5. In my opinion, and it's just my opinion, that wins it for them already. That's a major shot in the foot for Xbox Series X and Microsoft in general. Now, here's the deal. I think Microsoft has done a really good job as of late, especially getting ready for next generation. I mean, I'm a PlayStation gamer. I love, Sony. PlayStation 4 is my primary console. PS3 is my primary console. PS5 is, so I am that. So if that, if you just can't live with that or whatever, I totally get the dislikes and everything. But that's where I stand on it. So, you have to take my thoughts with a grain of salt. But I also do own an Xbox One, and I would, under the right circumstances, get a Series X, okay? So I'm not saying I would never get an Xbox console. I've actually had the Xbox One. I had the original Xbox. I skipped the 360. But, okay, so that's my history with Xbox and PlayStation. Honestly, to me, that's a major problem, okay? The reason you buy a next generation of console, I guess you could argue. Another thing you could dislike about me in this video is, well, you don't just buy the next generation for the exclusives. I guess you're right. You kind of buy it for the trend, for the fact that a lot of, and when go with me on this, the trend meaning a lot of other people are getting it. Your friends are upgrading. They're not going to be playing the same console. Although, if it's got, cross, we know it's going to have, cross-play and stuff, but if it has, you can talk to people on party chat on it, well, then it's okay. I guess it's slightly less than that even makes more of my argument of, well, why would you get it? Another thing is power. Okay, and I will give you that. Power and the capabilities of the next generation of consoles in general, all of these different gens we've had, for whatever games are coming out, that's a big reason to buy it, right? You want to see what comes with the next console. At the same time, here's the deal. If it's got backwards compatibility, if it's got all these things, are the games going to be that significantly better on the next generation of consoles? Let's just go with Xbox Series X. Okay, you have Assassin's Creed, the next Assassin's Creed, and this is why it hurts Sony too. You have the next Assassin's Creed. You're not making it, even if it comes out in the fall of 2021, a full year after both these consoles are out. I would honestly want it to just be next gen. I get the concern. I even get the concern from the company. The fact that, okay, well, I can sell my game to 100 million PS4 owners or 30 million PS5 owners at the time, let's say, right? So I get that. I understand that. But at the same time, you're ushering in the new age. You have to eventually leave the old people behind. Not necessarily the age of these people, but you have to leave the people that are stuck in the past behind. And it's okay for them to be. There's people that didn't buy the PS4 or Xbox One. There's people that still are playing PS3. Maybe they took a generation off. Maybe they only do every other gen. That's up to them. That's their preference. But you know what? You can't keep making it, because it's an industry. It's a technological industry too. You gotta keep moving forward, right? So if you have the next gen, and I get it. I'm not saying for the first 6 months don't do it, because actually I myself have said I fully envision every game that comes out in the fall of 2020 to be cross-gen, to be PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. I've said that for months now. Okay, so I actually agree with that, and I even agree with the first half, let's say, of 2021. But here's my big sticker. Here's the big point, is for exclusives, I don't think that. I've also gone on record numerous times saying I think for PlayStation specifically, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 needs to be a launch day exclusive. PS5 comes out, Horizon comes out with it. You can get the bundle or you can just get Horizon separate, and it's only for the PS5. You cannot buy Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on the PS4. You can't. And you could say, and again, it is a worry. You could sell Horizon to 108. I mean, there's 106 million owners now, so let's say 110. 110 million PS4 you can sell it to. That's 110 million possible units you can move. You would never do it, but that's the possibility. Or let's say the PS5 sells 15 million units in the first month and a half that's out, which is probably 10 to 20 million, I think, is what it'll probably reach, right? Okay, well, that's significantly less, right? Even if half the people got it, that's still only 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's a lot. That would actually be equal to how much the first game sold. But so I get the worry, right? Because maybe you could sell 15, 20 million units on the PS4. But here's the deal. It's owned by Sony, okay, Horizon. Guerrilla Games is owned by Sony. And at the end of the day, you need to sell your next gen. You don't just make a new generation of consoles. You don't spend the hundreds of millions of dollars that you're spending to develop these consoles for them to come out and say, well, you can still play the old ones. We're not going to rush you into this. It's going to be around for 6, 7 years. Buy it on year 2 or year 3. And to be quite honest with you, that actually is Microsoft's strategy, and it's in line with what Phil Spencer has said numerous times. We're not forcing you to get the next gen. We're not in competition with Sony. We're an ecosystem, right? If you buy an Xbox console in general, that's a console bought, right? We don't care if Series X sells more or, you know what I mean? Honestly, okay, I guess that's fine if you want to stay in that bubble. Good on you. That is a solid strategy to use. But at the same time, in a competitive environment that the game industry is, I don't know if that's those are the best things to say. You're basically saying, hey, new console, it's more powerful, yeah. Oh, it's $200 more. Say it's $500. You could probably buy the Xbox One at $150 at that point. So it's basically triple the price of what you could get with the Xbox One. And you're also telling people, well, don't feel like you're pressured to buy it. In fact, don't buy it. You don't have, if you don't want to buy it. And also, we're not going to give you reasons to buy it either, because any game that comes out on it, you can just get on the Xbox One. So don't feel pressured, because you're not going to miss out on anything. And here's the deal. I get it. That actually sounds if you listen to that, that sounds good, because they're truly not leaving people behind. Hey, if Halo Infinite just came out on the Xbox Series X and you have an Xbox One and you don't want to buy the next console, you're going to miss out. But now you're not, because they basically told you for the first year or two, and I'm going to say 2 years, you won't miss out. You have time. And that's a solid strategy, I guess, for making those people happy. But at the same time, what about your new people? Why would especially if you're coming from the other console, especially if you're switching. If I have a PS4 and I'm thinking about a PS5, but I also was wow, Series X looks really cool. Who knows which one's going to be more powerful? Xbox Series X could very well be more powerful. Okay, I'm interested in that. But then you're told, well, all the third-party games are going to come out on both consoles, and even if they come, and when that happens, they're not even going to be built from the ground up on next gen. So they're not going to look outstandingly better. They will look noticeably better. That's for sure, right? If you get a game on the PS5 or Series X versus the current gen right now, they'll look better. But I don't think you're going to see fully what the next gen consoles can do until a game is built from the ground up, until 3 years from now, Call of Duty is built from the ground up on the, and that's just an example, or an exclusive, an Uncharted 5, or a Gears 6, right? If they build it from the ground up on next gen, that's when you'll see how powerful it is. So you're not even buying it really for power, right? Because you're not going to get it. You're not actually going to get what it can do full power wise for a couple years. You're not buying it for the fact that it has games that aren't anywhere else, because it is. There are games everywhere else because it's on the last gen. So why would you upgrade? And also, again, you have an Xbox One. Say you just bought it over the last couple of years. You spent $150, because, sometimes Black Friday, they get that low. $150, $200, say even $250. Well, now you got to buy the Series X, or you want to, but you have to spend double. And again, they're not giving you reason, and they're even telling you, basically, there is no reason. For the first couple of years, there's truly no reason, in my opinion, even from how I'm looking at this, there's really no reason to get the Xbox Series X. What's the reason? Is it power? Because you're not going to get it. Is it the exclusives? Because you're not getting it. Is it everybody else that you know is getting it? Maybe, but then can't you just, but you can still party chat, can you? I mean, I guess if you can't, then that is a reason, but is it that big of a reason to do it? And in my opinion, all Sony needs to do is have exclusive games and I guess, again, it kind of shoots them in the foot, because for the first couple years, third-party games that come to the PS5, you could also get on PS4, but I get that. Again, I get that because you'd be selling it to a smaller market. But when it comes to exclusively owned studios, first-party studios, you can take that hit because you need to sell the next console. So you could buy the PS5 and within the first couple years get God of War 2, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Spider-Man 2, maybe a new Uncharted, maybe a Bloodborne, maybe a Demon's Souls remake, and I could keep listing games. And they're only available on the PS5, not the PS4, not Xbox One, not Xbox Series X, the PS5. Meanwhile, at Xbox, Halo 6, Gears 6, Forza, whatever they want to call it, the next game, all of those games, and many more, the next Ori game, they all come out. But you can just get them on the console you have. Why would you get the next? So I'm not saying which is a better strategy, which is a better company. I'm just saying I feel like that hurts the Series X. And I feel like that gives the PS5 a noticeable advantage because, in my opinion, there's no actual reason to get the next Xbox. Again, just my opinion. I'm sure this will cause controversy. It's okay. It's okay to disagree. I want to hear from you guys, though. What do you think in the comments below? Let me know what do you think about this. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe you don't feel like it's the main thing about these games, but I listed off all the other reasons, so definitely want to hear what you guys think in the comments below as well. So let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up, and I'll see you all on the next video.